Alright everyone, so I'm here hanging out with my buddy Arnold Palmer. Now this is Arnold Palmer, half and half. It's iced tea and lemonade. It's great. You should try some. That's not a paid advertisement. It's just coming straight from me because that is some good freaking iced tea right there. Okay, but now we're past that. Do you want to know why I'm drinking this? I'll tell you why I'm drinking it. Because this reminds me of the taste of summer. And summer officially is gone in 2 days, when I have to put my backpack on, dress up in my school uniform, and head back into those awesome doors that I call high school. Not really, but it's pretty good. Anyway, so here's the deal. School's right around the corner, but so is deer season, right? So you should be getting happy about that. Maybe, for the younger generation, like, my age and stuff, maybe they're like, school's a good thing. And I'm grateful for my schooling. But it doesn't mean I have to necessarily be happy about going back to school, right? So, but I am happy about deer season being right around the corner. So, with that being said, we're gonna go up to Ohio today and join Caleb Cotterill and Nathan Fisher as they go out in the woods and kind of explain to you some of the stuff that they use, when they're out there to help them with their early season success. Caleb, he's a new member here at Camocraft Outdoors, but I think he's definitely showing a lot of promise. Can't wait to see great things from him this fall. Hopefully he can get a bunch of deer down on the ground. But without further ado, let's go right up there. Go ahead.
Hey, my name's Caleb Cotterill. Welcome to Camocraft Outdoors. A couple days ago we checked the camera. We have a pretty nice 8-point buck. We're going to call him typical 8. He's been using this area pretty heavily. We got a cornfield up in here. We have bedding area straight behind us. And the key is this year, we're just going to look for repetition. The biggest thing that people mistake as far as early season goes, they will hunt their best spots right early in the year. I'm totally against that. I believe that you should hunt your best spots early November. Leave your early season hot spots. Hunt the okay stands right off the bat. The big thing is early in the year you want the bucks to feel very comfortable in this area, so don't hunt it right off. As far as the plan going this year, we're going to wait till probably late November to hunt this spot. We have other okay stands that we'll probably hunt, try to get bucks or does or whatnot, but we're going to leave this spot especially until about the rut. Plan is south wind. We're going to have south wind blowing into the cornfield, which means we're going to set our stand off, probably off to the side of the trail, blowing off as they come in. And our plan is to get them right at about, we're going to probably set the stand 20 yards off the stand. Remember, a key factor is setting up a stand, you want concealment. If you're going to make a movement in the stand, if you're just sticking out there in the wide open, he's going to pick you off right away. Use concealment, use the wind, be smart about wind. As far as what I do as planning for early season, I've shot several big bucks with a bow. The biggest key that I found is take your cameras, set them out early in the year, have them even during hunting season, and check each day. Take your calendar and check the weather channel each day for the wind of that certain day. That when you bring in your camera card, you can see what days this buck came in, what wind he's using, because I don't care who you are, every single big buck that I have taken with a bow, he only comes in on a specific wind. It is very important to learn that exact wind that buck will be coming. My biggest bow kill ever, he would only come in on a southwest wind. Wouldn't come in on west, wouldn't come in on south. He had to have a southwest wind, and you've got to plan according to that. So this year, be smart, use scent control, make sure your stand is upwind of the deer. You do not want your scent blowing downwind. So get your cameras out, do good scouting. Scouting is the key to killing big bucks repeatedly every year. Alright. So we just checked our cameras and whatnot. We're still doing some early season scouting. I'm going to talk about your entrance to your stand. The biggest thing and the biggest worry and the biggest thing that everybody hates is bumping deer when you go to your stand. Now, your best bet is you don't want to walk straight through the hardwoods. You don't want to walk out in the open to your stand. You don't want to walk along the side of a field. That's just going to spook stuff. It's going to give stuff a chance to spot you as you're going into your stand. Plus, you're going to be wide out in the open. The wind's going to be blowing your scent everywhere. It's just not a good thing. Now, on my property that I hunt, I'm lucky enough to have a river that comes right in between my stand, and all this is bedding area right here. And there's a cornfield up on top. So when the corn gets cut mid-November during the rut, all the deer will come from eating the cornfield, and they'll run does and all that stuff up and down this hill into the bedding area. Now, I don't want to walk through the woods because that's just going to make a bunch of crunching noise and I'm just going to bust stuff. I don't want to come walking over here through the bedding area because I'm going to bust stuff as well. The best thing that I have found is use rivers, ditches, any place where the land comes down and gets you out of view. That is how you want to enter your stand. 50% of the time, people never shoot big bucks because of the way they enter and exit their stands. You got to have a way to get in and get out. Now, the problem is you do not want to walk along the river because stuff like this makes a bunch of noise as you're coming in. Walk through the river. That, or if you get a kayak, you can even float. If you got a main body of water, float a kayak or something up to the river. It's really quiet. Hide it in the weeds somewhere away from your stand. Walk the rest of the way. But use a river or any body of water to your advantage, because one, water is going to keep your scent down, and like where we are, we're down in a dip. Nothing up top in the fields or up in the hardwoods is going to see you. Okay, it's going to be your best bet is to use drainage areas, ditches, rivers, creeks, anything where it takes you out of the view of fields, hardwoods. You're not going to bump deer, and you're going to slip in really quiet to your stand. That is the key to entering and exiting your stand.
I can deal with that. What's up, everybody? This is Ruben Stamper here from Camo Crew Outdoors. So, you know, a lot of guys take a lot of time to practice, and I really respect that. But, you know, sometimes it is important to get into real life situations where you are, you know, in your stand at low light conditions, because a lot of times, you know, especially in the early season, deer will come out when it's starting to get later and the temps are starting to cool down. So, what me and my buddy Jacob here have done, we've actually gone to our tree stands and we've been shooting out of them while it's around dusk, so we're getting a little bit of that actually low light component in our shooting. I do believe that it's very important to actually get up in your stand, take some angled shots, because you got to realize your shots from your tree stand are different from your plain level shots, okay? Because your plain level shots, you know, they're going straight, but your tree stand, it's angling down diagonally. So you want to be able to make sure that you're hitting the right spot in that deer, because, you know, a plain shot, you can hit a deer smack on, aim right where you're going. But if you're from an actual tree stand, what you're having to realize is that you're going to have to aim a little bit higher on that deer so your arrow will tunnel through the deer down into the chest cavity. That's why you'll see these shots right here, I'm not aiming down low on the deer, I'm actually aiming a little bit higher up. So that's my tip for you. Hope you enjoy and have a great day. This is from Ruben Stamper, Camo Crew Outdoors!